I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rockin' Knicks universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie. Welcome to the premiere Knicks morning show, the Knicks Morning Drive. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Okay. All right. I see y'all. I got my hands full with stuff, y'all. Let me see here. Yeah, oils and stuff. Yeah, I got my hands full, man. It's been kind of a crazy morning, off to an auspicious start. Off to an auspicious start, to say the least. Looking for my keys. Finally found them. Yo, you ever lost your keys? You ever lost your keys? You know what I'm saying? Finally found them. I think that's an older person thing. That's an older person thing, man. It seems like young people don't lose their keys. Y'all want this party started right? Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Let's go. I'm off to a crazy start. So much stuff going on this morning, man. Let me do a couple of things. Let me do the shout outs first. Andrew College is in the house. Kev Middleton is in the house. Pudge Nice is in the house. Dwayne Dennis is in the house. Heck, my main man is in the house. Trini is in the house. JJ is in the JJ. What we gonna do, brother? JJ, it's hard times out here, bro. Hard times. JJ in the house. Almighty Finesse is in the house. Staffa Don is in the house. Rivera, what's good? I see you, boss. Rivera, what's good? I see you. I'm running behind a little bit, man. I messed my morning up. I messed around and woke up early this morning, and I couldn't get back to sleep, man. I messed around and woke up this morning and couldn't get back to sleep. My schedule is mad off this morning. Did a little bit of business, wasn't tight on that either. Man, a lot of stuff going on. Your man's was slack on business this morning. That was crazy. Pushing stuff back till Wednesday, not prepared. That was wild. Something that I'm not used to doing. Usually I'm tighter than that. Usually I'd be tighter than that, man. Usually I have my stuff together, man. I'm just not. For some reason, I'm just starting off. I just started off the week mad weird for some reason. The show late this morning should have been here 9:30. It's just crazy, man. It's just wow. How everybody doing this morning? Hey, Almighty Finesse, I gotta have the conversation. Almighty Finesse, I gotta have the conversation with you, bro. I got to have the conversation with you. Not just because it's you, but I gotta have your conversation. I gotta have the Almighty Finesse conversation. So y'all bear with me. I'm trying some new beard stuff. Trying some new beard stuff for all the dudes that deal with beards and stuff. And I shouldn't be doing this on camera, but y'all my people. Y'all my people, man. So man, I'm running mad behind time, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I know y'all got a lot of questions for me. I didn't put a title out there, but I do have something that I want to talk to y'all about as usual. And I'm gonna get in there. And I know all you beard experts are like, yo, why you not fluffing out your beard? I know, man. Just give me a second. It ain't gonna look matted down forever. Yo, the son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the house. Sherwin is in the house. Toonie Got It is in the house. Y'all, welcome to the premiere Knicks Morning Show, the Knicks Morning Drive with your main man, the number one chief rocker, Uncle Freezie. JJ asked a question. You know, when JJ talk, people listen. JJ says, you heard what Harden said, LOL? No, I hadn't heard. Staffordon says, we all heard and see it at JJ. Money is and Mari's like, I don't know. I hadn't heard anything. Y'all inform me. Tell me what's up. Tell me what y'all heard. Y'all tell me what y'all heard, man, because I'm not for sure if I heard the news. King Ribby is in the house. Kev Middleton says top high school player dies after going into cardiac arrest during a school workout. Wow, that's sad, bro. He called Morey a liar. It said he'll never play for him again. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. First of all, let me do this for my man. Since my man is out here breaking news for us, let me. All right. My thing with Daryl Morey and James Harden is I can't trust any of them. I can't trust any of them. I don't trust the Sixers, and I don't trust Harden. I don't trust Morey. I don't trust any of them cats. So Dripmore is in the house. It was on the video. I hadn't seen it, man. The only thing I saw was RJ Barrett. The only thing I saw was RJ Barrett doing his thing. Do it now. That's all I saw was RJ Barrett. I saw RJ Barrett doing his thing. I guess RJ Barrett was like, big up to all my haters. RJ Barrett with a point to prove. Okay, RJ, we see you. We still think it's just a hype video, though. All right. So RJ Barrett does his thing for Team Canada. That's a thing now. That's a thing. RJ Barrett does his thing for Team Canada. Okay, RJ. All right. RJ did his thing. Okay, RJ, we see you. All right. And Almighty Finesse says, despite all of that, he's still trading RJ. Despite all of that, he's still trading RJ. Well, what I'm gonna say to that is, okay. And Tony Gotta says, SGA fell back and let that boy work. Finally. Imagine that RJ Barrett given the opportunity to play with good players. Cook. RJ said he dedicated that game to J Boogie and JJ. Yeah, man. I wish my Mets would dedicate a game to somebody, anybody. Right? All right. So here we go. Let me lock in just for a few moments. I just want to lock in for a few moments, right? So I understand the hype surrounding teams like the Milwaukee Bucks. I understand the hype surrounding teams like the Milwaukee Bucks and teams like the Boston Celtics. trying to get this light right, man. I don't like that light doing that thing on my face. It's kind of why I'm always. Oh, that thing hot too. So I understand the hype surrounding the Milwaukee Bucks. Bush was good surrounding the Boston Celtics, surrounding the Philadelphia 76ers. Right? JJ, you a madman, JJ. JJ, you're a madman. But yeah, listen, y'all, I understand the hype surrounding Boston and Milwaukee and Philly. Right? I understand the hype. But I don't understand why. If you are a common NBA, if you follow the NBA, you see the trend in the NBA. You see the trend. You know what I'm saying? Keith Turner's in the building. So there's hype surrounding Milwaukee, right? And what I'm going to ask you, the last 2 years, what has Alawa's in the house? In the last 2 years, what has Milwaukee shown you that makes you think they're unbeatable? What has Milwaukee shown you with all their talent and accolades the last 2 seasons? What have they shown you that makes you think that they are unbeatable? Is it Giannis winning league MVP? Is it their role players stepping up? Is it their head coach finally getting over the hump? Is it how they play at home in the playoffs? Or is it because they have a young generational star that's going to be here for the next 10 seasons? Yeah, in today's NBA, physical freaks like Giannis, they have about 10 years left. Giannis has about 10 years of basketball. I know that sounds like too much, right? But no, that's about right. And I'm getting to a point, man. I'm getting to a thing. I have a point that I want to get to, but I want to share this first. If you're a Knicks fan, why are you scared to death of the Milwaukee Bucks? And I know what y'all gonna say. I know, Uncle Freezie, get to the point. Why don't you be like all the other content creators, man? Just get to the point. Nah. Respect to them. Respect to them. But I want to have. I'm gonna respectfully do this my way. We are out here giving the utmost respect to the Milwaukee Bucks, and I'll give them respect based on what they've accomplished in the past. But as far as 2023, 2024, people get ready. Get ready. Right? How does Milwaukee the Milwaukee Bucks have Knicks fans like, yeah, the Knicks are only gonna win 43 games because the Bucks are the best team in the conference. Relax. Lou Alcindor is not walking through that door. Ray Allen is not walking through that door. Relax. Oscar Robertson is not walking through that door. Relax. Terry Cummins is not walking through that door. Relax. We talking about the Bucks. We talking about the Bucks like the Bucks are somebody. And what I'm telling you is relax. Vin, what's his name? The big man, Vin Baker, is not walking through that door. Relax, man. Paul Pressey is not walking through that door for the Bucks right now. The Bucks today are just like they were last season. They are beatable. Relax. Relax, man. Todd Day and Lee Mayberry are not walking through that door. Yo, Don Nelson is not walking through that door, man. This year, it's going to be, regardless of what their reputation is, it's going to be 5 Milwaukee Bucks versus 5 New York Knicks on the floor. Doesn't matter. Then it doesn't matter if we home or away, if it's the preseason, regular season, or playoffs. There are only going to be 5 Milwaukee Bucks on the floor against 5 New York Knicks. And I like our chances. And if somebody can explain to me, why Knicks fans are so respectful of the Boston Celtics. Have the Celtics won a championship? And I'm talking about recently. Kerry Cox said they need Junior Bridgman. Yeah. They need, and Michael Redd. But when I talk to Knicks fans around the globe, man, they're like, yeah, the Knicks are going to finish in 5th. The Knicks are going to win 44 games, and I'm going to be so proud. And I'm asking you, why y'all want the team to be like the Boston Celtics? Who are they to aspire to? What has this generation of Boston Celtics won or done? They made the finals one year. Ooh, they made the finals. Okay. So did Miami. If you're the New York Knicks right now and you look at this team and you look at them, you like, yo, it don't matter about Boston. It don't matter that Boston has Tatum and Brown and Porzingis and Horford and Tom Lord and my man with the edge up that's way back here. What's his name? The dude with the edge up way back there, and the dude that looked like the lead singer from Earth, Wind and Fire, and Malcolm Brogdon. Who are they? Who are they, bro? What has Boston done except give out big contracts? What has Boston done that has Knicks fans so scared, bro? Yeah, Tony, I see you. Yeah. Derek White, the dude with the dude that looked like the guy from the reasons. The reasons why we here. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's him. Maurice White, that's right. Maurice White, Derek White, on the edge of back, they probably related. Respect to my R.I.P. Maurice White. Rest in heaven, Maurice White. What has Boston done to elicit deep feelings of insecurity from Knicks fans? Right? What has Boston done, this generation of Boston Celtics, done to Knicks fans that elicit deep feelings of insecurity? Most of the time when the Knicks play Boston, we feel like we are the favorites. Knicks fans, am I lying to you? A Knicks fan, if you're a Knicks fan in the chat, when you hear me say this, and if you feel like I am wrong or out of touch or off base or dishonest, tell me. Right? I'm asking you as a Knicks fan, listen, not the group, I'm speaking to all you individuals, all the individuals. When the Celtics are on the schedule, do you not feel like you have a fighting chance every time the Knicks play the Celtics? I'm waiting for my Knicks fans in the chat. Listen, if I'm wrong, if I'm incorrect, if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. Y'all know that. If I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. Right? But my Knicks fans in the chat, when we play the Celtics, do you ever have a feeling that we are overmatched when we play the Boston Celtics? Somebody let me know. Somebody in the chat, let me know. Do you feel like when we play the Celtics that they are going to overwhelm us or wash us? Chat, let me know. Julian Blum is in the building. Kerry Cox says you have a valid point. Right. Cox, hey, listen. For the past 2 to 3 seasons, even when Boston beat us, we felt like we were competitive, or dare I say even better than the Boston Celtics. All I'm asking is how do we anoint Boston as them and then say to our family, our Knicks family, that maybe we'll just win 44 games? Keith Turner is in the house. Keith Turner says, where you going with the A? Relax. This is not, I'm not putting this in the microwave. We cooking. Keith Turner, we not putting this in the microwave. We cooking, baby. We cooking, baby boy. We not putting this in the microwave. This ain't a hot pocket. We stewing right now. We cooking. Respect to my man Keith Turner. Like, we not getting rid. This right here that we talking, this talk, the way that we like to have this talk to us, we cooking. Yo, Cover the Spread is in the building. What's good, Pop? What's good, Pop? How you doing, man? Yeah, we're not gonna throw this one in the microwave, bro. This is not a hot pocket. You know what I'm saying? We ain't get ready to, we get ready to talk that. We get ready to talk some nourishment, some substance. You know what I'm saying? Something, something that'll stick to the ribs, right? Oh, because over the past 5 to 6 days, I've been talking to Knicks fans, and they have been telling me, right, that the Knicks are going to win 44, 45 games. And I have been telling them they are out of their rabbit mind. They are crazy. Nick G is in the house. It's ironic that we put the Boston Celtics here and we put ourselves here when we face each other, the Celtics win, they're relieved. Right? When they win, they're relieved. When we win, we like, yeah, we knew we had a shot anyway. I heard somebody tell me that the Eastern Conference is Milwaukee, Boston, Philly, maybe Cleveland, and here's where it gets tricky. Maybe Cleveland, Atlanta, Miami, and then us. I'm here to tell you this about Boston. Larry Bird is not walking through that door. Larry Bird is not walking through that door. How do you put Boston at the top of the conference, put us in the lower to middle part of the conference, right? And then just forget about the fact that head to head, these teams ain't ready. And Sharon says Boston, based on paper, is the best team in the East. And I'm asking you, Sherwin, on whose paper? Is it green paper or orange and blue paper? See, because where we get our intel from goes a long way in how we think about stuff when we should just trust our eyes. On whose paper? That must be on green paper. Because on orange and blue paper, I feel like we could beat them in Manhattan. We could beat them in Boston. We could beat them on the moon. We could beat them anywhere. And Punch says Vegas paper. Yeah. Yeah, you notice you never get Vegas paper? All I'm saying is when y'all think about Vegas, always think about this one thing that they tell you out of their own mouth. The house always wins. It's a setup. It's a setup. Even if you win against them, you're not winning big. if we're talking about on paper, if we're just talking about on paper, I'm asking whose paper and who wrote it. See, because the thing is with Knicks fans is what y'all don't notice, what Knicks fans don't notice, is that the entire sports universe is against New York sports. The only time they speak good about New York sports is when they have no other choice. The only time they talk good about New York sports, any of them, is when they have no other choice. When they have to. And I'm telling y'all right now that the national journalists across the nation right now have to talk good about the Knicks. They have to. And I just want to appeal to the humility of most people that root for New York sports, right? I want to appeal to your humility. Have you not been humble and quiet enough over the years? Have you not taken all these losses and things with dignity and respect? And if you feel like you have, is it not your time? Is it not your time to finally get your piece of the pie? You waited patiently, I might add. But in that waiting, some of us in our fan base say, well, Boston's the best team in the Eastern Conference. Uncle Freezie, they the best team in the Eastern Conference. Oh, really? How did they look in the NBA Finals? Oh, wait. They didn't make the NBA Finals. So I guess that means they're not the best. I'm just going to say this to Boston. Boston, I hate to break it to you, but Bill Russell is not walking through that door. Respect to the GOAT, Bill Russell. May he rest in heaven. Right? Bill Russell is not walking through that door. It's 5-on-5. Y'all 5 versus our 5. And last year, we were trying to find ourselves. And we made a good account for ourselves last year against Boston. This year, we are back and better than before. And I'm merely talking about the regular season. I'm talking about regular season. I'm talking about how things are finished in the regular season. Yeah, hey, Julian, hey, you got you see wavelength. Boston. Robert Parrish is not walking through that door. Right? Reggie Lewis, may he rest in heaven, is not walking through that door. D. Brown, Dino Roger are not walking through that door. Havlicek is not walking through that door. JoJo White, Tiny Archibald, Cornbread Maxwell are not walking through that door. It's y'all 5 right now against our 5 right now. Regardless what time of game, y'all can only put 5 players on the floor. What time, no matter what your legacy is and all that stuff and who numbers retired and all that stuff, you can only put 5 players on the floor. And I like our 5 in all the matchups. Whether we went to the bench, whether it's situational, I like our 5. Boston, Cornbread Maxwell's not walking through that door. Boston, Danny Ainge is not walking through that door. Paul Pierce is not walking through that door, bro. I'm telling you. Andrew Collinger says ML Carr with his cheating self is not walking through that door. Right? It's y'all 5 against our 5. Gerald Henderson is not walking through that door with that neck brace on. It's y'all 5 against our 5. Do I respect the Boston franchise? I get if I have to. If you pin me down and make me do it, sure. But do I respect them? Like, if I see them, the game coming up Thursday, am I nervous about them? No, I'm not nervous about the Celtics. Because I like our 5 against anybody in the NBA's 5 on any night. And that sounds like bravado, right? That sounds like bravado. Like, oh, man, Uncle Freezie said, You know what the Knicks record is against the NBA champs this year? 2-0. We beat the Nuggets twice. Take that, take that, take that. I don't know how many teams in the NBA can say they were undefeated against the NBA champs. We can. Now, am I saying that is a banana split? No, I'm saying that's the cherry on top. Kerry Cox, they need Bob Cousy, but guess what? Bob Cousy is not walking through that door. David L. is in the house. And Juan B says, yo, Jokic didn't play in one of those games, right? Nah, he didn't play in one. But when you say that, if we played them twice and he didn't play in one, that means he played in the other, right? Just saying. So if he didn't play, we played him twice, he didn't play in one of them, and they didn't beat us, that means he played in the other one and lost. Okay. Okay. Boston. Dennis Johnson is not walking through that door. May he rest in peace. Here's the one that has me thinking crazy. Teams are picking Philadelphia over us, right? How? How are you picking Philadelphia over the Knicks right now? How? Why? Like what Bully said, why? Why is Philly ahead of us? Dr. J not walking through the door for them? The main dude that killed us last year, he playing Cleveland now. The dude that we kept leaving open, he in Cleveland. All I'm saying is we speculate like all these speculative theorems about why the Knicks suck, we need to throw these things in the closest blue recycling bin available. All these speculative theorems like, oh, the Knicks are the 6th best seed in the Eastern Conference because such and such. Why? Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was on the Queen Bee. Oh, me and the Queen Bee rocked together 2 weeks ago. The Queen Bee and I rocked 2 weeks ago, and I said, hey, boss, the Knicks could win 60 games this year. And the chat, zoom, I was looking at the chat was like, zoom, all the comments in there. No, the Knicks will never win 60 games. And so when I say the Knicks could win 60, listen to what I'm saying. The Knicks could win 60. They could. If everything goes right, the Knicks could win 60 games. If everything goes right, the Knicks could win 60 games. It's not out of the realm of possibility. It's not like no team has ever won 60 games in the regular season. Things happen. What I'm going to say is before we say some things will not occur, what I will say is relax and watch things play out. Relax. Watch things play out. Before we say Jalen Brunson is not good enough to lead a team to 60 wins, relax. Before we say a healthy Randall is not mentally stable enough to help a team win 60 games, relax. You never saw Julius Randle. Think about when has the last time you saw Julius Randle with a good point guard 2 years in a row? When have you ever seen Julius Randle play with a good NBA point guard 2 years in a row? And I'm going to borrow a term from the big homie Soul Figure 12. Never worry. That's when you saw it. Never worry. You didn't see it with the Lakers. You didn't see it with that one season with the Pelicans. You didn't see it with the Knicks. Yeah, Almighty Finesse. Listen, you gotta listen to the question, big boy. The king, Almighty Finesse is the king. Young King, listen to the question. The question is, when did Randall play with a point guard, a good point guard, 2 years in a row? Young King, Randall has not played with a good point guard for 2 years in a row. Neither has RJ, neither has Quickly, neither has Grimes. So what I'm saying to you is, if you thought last year was a magic carpet ride, if last year was our magic carpet ride, right? The ascension from nothing, right? We ascended from the ashes, like that Roman story. What's Miss Mocha? What's that story about the bird that went to the nest and set itself on fire and came out better? You don't know? Okay. Yeah, what's that story about this warbird that did all these things and then he went into his nest and died and he came back stronger than ever. The ashes rose from the ashes. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's So anyway, what I'm getting at is that the Alec Burks year at point guard was that year that we went to the nest. Yeah, Bully, that's it, Bully. Of the Phoenix, that was this great bird, and he went to the nest and burnt out and rose up and came back even stronger than ever. I'm just saying. And I'm not reaching here. And the reason why this is not a reach, right? The reason why this is not a reach is because because Brunson will be 27 in a couple of weeks. Randall will be 29 at the end of the year. RJ just turned 23 a couple of months ago. Grimes turned 23 a couple of months ago. IQ, 23, 24. Mitch, 25. Hartenstein, 25, 26. Josh Hart, 28, 29. DiVincenzo, 25, 26. So it's not like this roster has a bunch of expiring contracts or old players exiting their prime. This team has a bunch of young players entering their prime. So what you see now is an ascension to something greater than it was before all these moving parts came together. Now, am I guaranteeing a championship? No, you can't guarantee a championship for any team. But what you can do is say, put the Knicks in the conversation. Alawine says, I thought you were talking about the story of Icarus. No, not that one. That's a cautionary tale. Not that one. Like the Icarus is a cautionary tale, right? Right. We're not gonna fly too close to the sun. That's not what we're doing here. What we doing right now is talking about what we're talking about is how you can reinvent yourself into something better. The story of the Phoenix, basically in a nutshell, and why this comparison is even worth listening to, is because you can reinvent yourself into something greater than you were before. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your New York Knicks. That is your New York Knicks. Wiz says the Phoenix rose from the ashes. Yes, that is your New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell. I was trying not to get to that point because, I didn't want to seem like, I'm saying I'm wrapping up the show, because I'm not. Right? I was trying to, and Wiz, for that reason, I'm saying, who are the Philadelphia 76ers to be afraid of? Big Tone is in the building. Who is Milwaukee to be afraid of? Who is Boston to be afraid of? Who is Chicago to be afraid of? Who is Atlanta to be afraid of? No disrespect Salute to my man Demond. We talk Hawks TV. That's our guy, right? But who is Toronto to be afraid of? Right? If you're a Knicks fan right now, knowing where you have come from, you should certainly feel like your organization is the phoenix that rose from the ashes to be better than they were before. Right? We saw what we looked like the year before Randall got here. We were atrocious. We saw what we looked like when Alec Burks was at point guard. We were atrocious. And what I'm saying to Knicks fans is we started at the bottom. But this upper echelon that Knicks fans are putting all the other teams in and not us, I'm saying we here. Just because you start at the bottom doesn't mean you can't get there. We here. Just because you start at the bottom doesn't mean you can't ever get to that point. We here. We are respected. And we can just about beat any team in the NBA on any night in any venue. Teams have to respect us. Is that not what Knicks fans wanted? Championships and respect. Is that not what we wanted? What I'm going to say, basically what I'm saying to you is I understand building a championship team doesn't happen overnight. You got to build a culture and all these type of things. You got to build a team. I get that. Now, am I still impatient? Yes, I can't help it. I was born. Hey, listen, I was born 6 minutes from Manhattan in Christ Hospital. For those old fogies, for all you cats that's like 53, 54, 55 and up, y'all know when I say Christ Hospital in Jersey City, y'all know what I'm talking about. I was born in an era where you didn't have to be politically correct. I was born in an era where you didn't have to be politically correct. You know what I'm saying? I was born in a place called Christ Hospital. And nowadays, they would have to call it Faith Hospital. You know what I'm saying? Right. No, Caricat, they tore it down. They tore it down and built the projects there. I think it's Montgomery Projects. Or Montgomery Projects might not even be there no more. I don't even think I don't know if Montgomery Project's still there. Yeah, so what I'm saying to you, if you're a Knicks fan, and when you hear other Knicks fans say, I got the Knicks finishing 6th in the Eastern Conference. I got Milwaukee. Listen to who they put ahead of us. They like, this is how disrespectful it's gotten. The Eastern Conference, yeah, I got Milwaukee, Boston, Philly, Atlanta, Cleveland, Chicago, Miami, Washington, Indiana, Orlando, I got Detroit. You know Detroit rebuilding. I got Detroit better than the Knicks. Detroit, yeah. I think the Knicks are gonna be all right, but I got Orlando, Detroit, Washington, all these teams better than the Knicks. Relax, bro. Relax. This team is good. Yeah, I think they did. I think they did. I think they may have torn down both, like Montgomery and Curry Woods. Curry Woods was Curry Woods was crazy. Curry Woods was bananas, bro. All I'm saying is be careful as Knicks fans, we forget about or we underrate how good Brunson is. We underrate how good Randall is. We underrate how good Mitchell Robinson is. We underrate how good RJ is at times. We underrate how good Quickly is at times. We underrate the contribution of Josh Hart at times. G. Robinson says Christ Hospital is still there. I work at Hoboken. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to them 60s babies in the building, wherever y'all at. Shout out to them 70s babies, wherever y'all at, going about y'all day. Shout out to them Reagan babies. Shout out to them Reagan's babies, them 80s babies, wherever y'all at. Shout out to them naughties babies, the 19 naughties. 19 naughties. If the 19 naughties is in here, put a thumbs up in the chat. Right? If the 19 naughties is in here, put a thumbs up in the chat, man. If them 2000s babies is in here, if you was born in the 2000s, man, throw a thumbs up in the chat. What they call the 2000s? What was Sherman? What was the thing with the 2000? Oh, shout out to the Y2K babies. Shout out to them Y2K babies in the chat. Sherwin says we underrate how good other teams are most times. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on this one, Sherwin. The only thing about that is I'm not saying these teams are not good. What I'm saying is we are good as well. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Ultimately, all the stuff that you said that I've said before this, I'm not saying that the Bucks are not good. I'm not saying that the Celtics are not good. I'm not saying that the Sixers are not good. I'm not calling them bummy teams. What I'm saying is that plateau that they're on has room for one more team. And that team is us. I think we there. I'm not saying that these teams are good. I'm not good. I'm not saying the Boston Celtics are a 35-win team. What I'm saying is those teams are good, but the Knicks are good as well. Just watch out for people that say the Knicks are not good. They are crazy. Anybody that will tell you the Celtics are good and the Knicks are not, you got to be careful. Any Knicks fan or basketball fan or NBA fan or sports fan that enters the conversation saying that yes, the Milwaukee Bucks are good, but the Knicks are not, you got to kind of maybe even consider walking away. You may have to walk away. And I know sometimes I can be polarizing. Some of you guys say I'm always Mr. Negative or I'm always super Mr. Positive. What I'm saying is there's a balance. You got to have a balance to this thing. You don't want to burn yourself out either way. I understand that the season doesn't start until October, and I'm not rushing it. I'll have these conversations with y'all every weekday and some weekends. I'll have these conversations with y'all most weekdays and some weekends, right? Right. I don't care nothing about that. We'll talk to each other. I enjoy rocking with y'all. Right. I personally think y'all enjoy rocking with me. It's symbiotic. It's a symbiotic relationship. I get something, y'all get something. Usually it don't cost us nothing. Usually. Well, okay. Well, all right. I was got let me go. I ain't gonna go that far. Because you know, you in order for you to rock on the internet, it does cost. But y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. I might have went too far. Nothing in life is free. Let me slow down. Let me relax. Let me calm down. Let me cool these jets. Nothing in life is free. Right? But y'all get what I'm saying. Just be careful, man. I understand there are 1,000 narratives out there, and I want to touch on all of them. It's the summer. We got plenty of time. I know Jalen Brunson did his thing yesterday. I know RJ Barrett did his thing yesterday. Right? I know that, and I understand that. And so what I'm saying ultimately is this. I understand all of that, right? And we'll have plenty of time to talk about it. Queen B in the building. Dope soul. Queen B, you ever need me to sing a hook? I got you. I will sing the dope soul. I'm just joking, man. Y'all ever watch The Neighborhood? Y'all see how I always just put a rock in the Queen Bee shoe? Any of y'all ever had a rock in y'all shoe? Anybody in here ever had a rock in their shoe? I like doing that. Anybody in here ever had like a splinter in their hand? You ever had like a splinter? I love putting a rock in a Queen Bee. Just a teeny one, like just enough for like, oh God, dog, I gotta take this shoe off. I got a rock in my shoe. But my thing is, ultimately though, just be careful, be cautious, Knicks fans. I'm kind of begging. I'm kind of on my keep sweat right now, begging that y'all don't go over the ledge. Right. I'm kind of out here on my keep sweat. Like, there you go telling me no. I'm kind of out here on my keep sweat begging. I wanna. Right. I'm kind of out here begging, like, make it last forever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My thing is though, my thing is I understand that during the summer there are going to be wild OD narratives out here, right? It's going to be wild OD narratives, like for instance, the Knicks are saving draft picks to trade for Joel Embiid. No, ain't not. No, you're not. Maintain no. The Knicks are saving such and such so they can trade for Luka. No. They're not. In my opinion, the front office is trying to establish a steady foundation and a culture. Is it frustrating at times? Yes. Yo, I am Jarrell in the building. I am Jarrell. We got to get you in that R&B conversation, bro. That's if you know. That's if you know R&B. You know what I'm saying? I am Jarrell is a young fella, so he probably all he probably know is. I'm speculating. He probably just know the new rap, like whatever. You probably just know. You know the young fellas. They know drill. That Brooklyn drill. So what I'm getting at ultimately, and I know I said that already. I refreshed already, and I'm probably gonna refresh again. But the thing is, if you're a Knicks fan and you're allowing people to tell you that the Knicks are not good or good enough, you might want to like. And I'm talking about if you face to face. If you face to face, you might just want to just like walk out of there. Be like, nah, you can have it. Because the Knicks have shown us that they are capable of being good. This year they were good. This season coming up, I think they will be great. And what I'm saying to you in August is when October get here and the bandwagon start filling up, you got some people can't get on. You got to tell them they're going to have to walk behind it. Y'all going to have to walk behind the bandwagon, man. Y'all just can't come up here, be all new when me and Corey Lee and Julian Blum and Keith Turner and Sherwin been talking Knicks all summer. And then October get here, or even worse, December get here, and the Knicks are like 18-5 or something 13-7 or whatever the number is. And they be like, but I told y'all the Knicks was going to be good. Told you he was going to win 60 games. Nah, no, you didn't. But okay, you can still come along. You just can't ride on the bandwagon. You just don't have premier seating. You just got to walk behind it. Do it New Orleans style. Get your umbrella out. Get your high step on. Put some comfortable shoes on. Take them Jordan 1. I don't know why I always got to take shots at Michael Jordan, bro. Why I always got to take shots at Michael Jordan, right? But you got to take them Jordan 1s off and put on some New Balance. I'm sorry. Because Jalen Brunson is good. We don't know how good. Julius Randle is good. Julius Randle is exceptionally talented. Right? We don't know. The Knicks fan base question if he's mentally tough enough to handle New York. I don't question it. I think he is. But I'm in the minority. Knicks fans generally think RJ Barrett is slow. Maybe he is. So is Luka. So is Jokic. Am I calling RJ Luka or Jokic? No, I'm talking about athleticism. When October gets here and the Knicks get out to a fast start, say the Knicks start off 5-2. Say the Knicks start off 10-4. I'll be ready to call it. David L says, just put on the Jordan 1 take 4s. New Balance never. Yeah, hey man. All I'm saying is David L, you right here with us during the summer. So you can wear whatever you want. What I'm saying is when that bandwagon start moving and you ain't reserved your seat, you might want to have on some Reebok Classics. David L, Andrew Collins A, Kerry Cox. You guys, y'all at least know about the bandwagon, whether you want to get on it or not. Whether you want to get on the bandwagon or not, that's up to y'all. But at least y'all know it exists. What I'm saying is when November get here, December get here, and the Knicks are like 21-8 or 22-6, all them people trying to get on the bandwagon, y'all better take off them Jordan 1s, man. Take off them Jordan 1s and put on some Reebok Classics because y'all feet gonna be hurting. Ladies, and the ladies Knicks fans, for the ladies Knicks fans, like Miss Mocha, she a Knicks fan because I'm a Knicks fan, right? But I'm telling Miss Mocha, you better take them wedges off and put you on some Reebok Classics. Miss Mocha, hey, Mo, you better not be trying to walk behind that bandwagon with wedges on. I know it's cute. I know it's cute. I know it's cute. Right. I listen. Y'all, y'all. Yeah, well, y'all don't see Miss Mocha like came through. She like right off camera. Y'all don't see her, right? I don't know what it is about my Caribbeans, because my wife is Caribbean. She first generation Caribbean. I'd be mad jealous too. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be mad jealous. But anyway, Mo, you better not. She right off camera. Mo gonna be out here. Right here with you know what I'm saying, out there with them wedges on. Yeah, you better take the wedges off and put some. You better put on some bunnies. You better put some bunnies on them feet and then throw on the Reebok Classics, man, or something. Because once that bandwagon start, ain't gonna hardly be no room there. Sherwood says, so is Luka, Jokic, Kawhi, Butler, Brunson. They are all slow and good. Yeah. Kawhi now, because of injury, after the injuries, Kawhi had to change his game. But yeah. David L says, RJ's threes and warm-ups is bad last season. Yeah. I think RJ need glasses, bro. I think RJ need to put on them James Worthy goggles. I just think that he got something going on, man. I think RJ need to put on them AC Green goggles. Sherwin says, Kawhi was always slow. I want the Knicks to draft. I didn't know who he was in the beginning. Eric Siriel is in the building. RJ just need better footwork. Sure. I think RJ, the main thing RJ needs, in my opinion, the main thing RJ Barrett needs is time. That's what I think RJ Barrett needs. Time. The thing Emmanuel quickly needs is experience. The thing that Quentin Grimes needs is experience. Think RJ needs to work on his decision making also. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, y'all. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank y'all for rocking with me this morning. Knicks Morning Drive tomorrow. Knicks at Night podcast tonight. We definitely doing the Knicks at Night podcast tonight unless the ox is in the ditch and the creek starts to rise. Thank y'all for rocking with us for the premiere New York Knicks morning show, the Knicks Morning Drive, hosted by your main man, Uncle Freezie, and sometimes others. I will holler at y'all later. Peace, y'all.